Happy New Week, everyone! Alex here, and welcome to episode 19 of Community Question. Summer is fast approaching, and with that comes a whole new slate of games in the coming months right after E3 happens. Which reminds me, today marks 29 days from E3 2018. The press conference schedules have been announced, and the hype is intensifying. Before checking out this week's Community Question, let's see which answer I picked as my favorite from last week's question. In case you missed it, the question was, what was a game you missed or didn't finish from 2017? There were a few answers from this week's question, but I related to this answer by Boofudine. They write, I did my best to get through as many great games as I could last year, university and work be damned. But one that I just haven't been able to play much of as of now is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. To be fair, it was released on the late date of December 1st, so most of my free time spent on that game was during Christmas in January. I've enjoyed what I've played of it so far, though I'm not a fan of the character designs and the quality of the voice acting. The environments and the monsters are still interesting enough to make me want to explore or wonder what comes next, so I do have that to look forward to when I get back to it. My expectations aren't too high, considering Xenoblade 1 is my all-time favorite game, so I'll just have to experience it for what it is. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is one of those games that I too didn't finish from last year. I get that by releasing it in December that you're avoiding any potential competition from other games, but it's so late in the year that any consideration of it being a Game of the Year, if it would have been nominated, would have been a bit hasty. Games like Far Cry 3 suffered from this fate, and while these games are exemplary, I feel that there's a small window in the holidays where people have already gotten what they want and can miss any games that come out around Christmas time. Thanks to Boofudine and everyone who took the time to reply. If you've got the time, check out the videos from the people who replied. Your next favorite video is waiting for you to watch them there. Lately, I've been getting into a lot of Stardew Valley. It's one of those games where you simply can just do whatever you'd like and feel accomplished for doing so. It's quite different than most of the games that we have mentioned in previous community questions, but its peaceful music and the ability to not indulge in violence of any kind is a welcome change of pace these days, especially when we've got outsiders trying to convince everyone else that video games equals violence. So, dear viewer, I ask the question. What is your favorite non-violent activity in a video game? For this community question, we're going to tighten up the rules here. Any kind of violence, cartoon or otherwise, is absolutely not allowed. However, if this activity is found in a video game that contains violence, it is allowed. Fortunately, there's been a ton of games lately that exhibit modest distractions. And if you've been listening to the podcast, following my channel, and watching my videos, I think you'll know what activity I'll be selecting. My favorite non-violent activity in a video game is the Cabaret Club minigame from Yakuza 0. Not only is it addicting, but I spent countless hours trying to complete every single related quest just so I can get the entire roster of women for my Cabaret Club. I admit that while I haven't finished a storyline related to this activity, that behavior is born out of the notion that I don't want this good thing to come to an end. Fortunately, the upcoming Yakuza Kiwami 2 will feature the return of the Cabaret Club minigame, and perhaps that's when I'll finally close the book on the storyline in Yakuza 0. And that's my pick for this week's community question. What's yours? Post your replies in the comments below, and I'll pick my favorite one for next week's episode. Make sure you don't just give me your answer, but tell us why you chose it, so that I'll select it and read it on next week's episode. Community Question releases every Monday at 8 AM Pacific Time. Thanks for playing, and have a great gaming week.